Hi everyone, welcome today to Calluna's Financial Services first podcast. Today I'm welcomed with one of my colleagues, Stephanie English.
Hello.
Hello Stephanie. And today we are giving our first podcast for a new company called Calluna Financial Services. Now some of you may have already seen our advert out there, some of you may have seen some billboards across Scotland. We are advertising in a big way this year to make sure that we get across Scotland as much as possible. So we'll jump straight in. With these podcasts, we're really going to have a little bit of a bit of fun with them, I think. Mm-hmm. Is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a bit of fun with them. But the one thing we want to do overall is deliver some information at times that really simplifies the mortgage world and the financial world in general. We feel that there's a lot of jargon out there. You know, the FCA have made some changes to make it a little bit less or more jargon friendly, shall we say. But what I would say is that there's still a lot of people out there that don't really know how a mortgage works, that don't really know how, the money world works. And I think a lot of people have made it that way, so that you don't. So we're here to kind of simplify things a little bit.
Demystify it.
That's it, demystify it, exactly. But first, before we get into all that, what I'll do is we'll have a wee introduction. Obviously, I've said we're from Calluna Financial Services. My name is John O'Malley, and this is Stephanie English, and I will let the ladies go first. So, Stephanie. I don't know what to say, but I'll get there. But you tell me, Stephanie, give me a little bit on your background, let our viewers know who you are.
Yeah, so my name is Stephanie. I am one of the mortgage and protection brokers here. Mm-hmm. I've been with, what was formerly O'Malley Financial Services for just over a year and a bit. Yeah. Prior to that, just did the same role, a wee bit further from home, too far from home, so just came a little bit closer. Yeah,
and we welcomed you.
Prior to that, I've always been in financial services my whole career, so if you're local, I was at the Pru. Everyone either was at the Pru, knows someone that was at the Pru. Yep. But I was there for about 5-6 years in IFA sales. So I've always been in that kind of sales background,
there's a lot of advice. Pensions and stuff like that as well, eh? So yes. A lot of knowledge you're carrying, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Well, that's exactly what we want. We want the more knowledge, the better, and obviously we want to try and get that knowledge out of your head and onto these cameras. So
that's what we're here for.
Yeah, good. So what about you personally, Steph? I mean, obviously you've got a massive amount of experience, you've got a massive amount of knowledge. I mean, what's your plan? What's your future goals? Talk to me about them.
Just kick about.
Just kick about.
No, I don't know. Obviously, Scott and I bought our house last year.
Yep.
He plans for that to be forever home.
Right.
I've told him we're moving in 10
I was going to say, that's never going to happen. Any mortgage advisor, estate agent, letting agent, they move house all the time.
Do you know what it is? I think it's just because you're around it all the time. So most people buy a house and then they'll never look at another one until they're ready to move, where you're confronted with it every single day. But, so I think we'll plan to move again in 10 years or so. Career-wise, I don't know. Just need to wait and see what you can offer me. So,
pressure's on.
The company over the next couple of years. Obviously, I really enjoy giving advice, but I also enjoy helping people as well. So if we were to have other people come into the business and just watching them grow with it, I think would be hugely rewarding.
Well, I think you're going to go far, Steph. I do. I think you've got all the tools, and I think you'll do really well. And you're still young. You're still young as well, aren't you? Yeah, you're still young. I'm like kind of in my 40s now. I know it was a hard point now. But, well, thank you, Steph. I'm John O'Malley. I have previously ran some estate agencies, letting agencies, and a financial services company as well. This company, Calluna, is really just a branch off because we're really wanting it to be a standalone brand. We're dropping the O'Malley name because it's on every other company I've got. So we thought we'll get a wee standalone brand, we'll see how it goes, we'll put it on its own 2 feet and see how it develops. And quite excited, if I'm honest. Are you excited? Yeah, I'm really excited. We've been through the process of getting directly authorised. I know a lot of people won't know what that means. Basically, it's just getting authorised directly for the FCA. And it's been a bit of a minefield, isn't it?
Bit of a journey. But probably how people feel about mortgage applications.
Well, that's it. Exactly. That's a good point. That is a good point, because it has been a bit of a journey and it's been a big learning curve. to learn a lot of new things on what they expect us to do and how they expect us to operate. But you're right, it is probably just the same for our clients, and what is the mortgage? How does it work? How do you go about it? And there's a lot of myths out there as well. We run a myth buster, so keep an eye on our social media. Right now it's under Calluna Financial Scotland. So if you have a look up on social media, you will be able to see some of our myth busting comments. Things like, even like self-employed. There's a lot of self-employed out there now, and a lot of opinions on what you need, what you don't need, what you must have, what you can't have. And really, it's not that bad, is it?
It's not, and I think just because self-employed covers a lot of different things as well. You could be a sole trader, you could be company director, you could be like a subcontractor, like a lot of people in the construction industry, and all the rules are slightly different. So if you don't deal with it every day, then you're not going to know about it.
That's it, exactly. And the other thing as well is there's so many people out there, like you say, that there is so many different situations for individuals.
Yes.
But there's also the same situations where there's different situations depending on what bank you use or what mortgage lender you use. Because one bank might say no, one bank might say yes. It just depends on how you fit with their product.
Well, that's it. They can't all be the same, because then there would just be no point in having multiple different ones. But no, all lenders have got different rates, different criteria, things they will accept, won't accept. Even overtime and things like that, you might get it every month, but a bank might only include it at 50%. Yeah. Which is going to have a huge impact
on what you can borrow, yeah. So really what we're looking to do is kind of take all these wee snippets of information and really lace them right through our podcast over the next kind of couple of years, basically. And what we would also like to do is if people want to comment on our clips or on the actual podcast itself on YouTube or on SoundCloud, what we would ask you to do is comment and ask some questions, because we can address them here in these podcasts as well, giving you the information that you need, and answering your questions, as much as you can. And one thing I will always say, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Ask away, because the amount of people that will have the same question as you is unbelievable. I ask what I feel sometimes is a million stupid questions a week, but we need to ask them because we need to know the information. So don't be afraid to type on our comments box as well. So that's what we plan to do.
That's it.
That is what we plan to do. What's the goal, Steph? What's the goal? What would you say?
Financial freedom.
Financial freedom.
No, I think to have that baseline level of knowledge, because you won't believe the amount of people that sit in these seats and I think they feel guilty for not knowing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter if you're renting, if you're buying, they don't tell you at school.
No.
You're expected to know, and buying a house is one of the biggest decisions you're ever going to make.
Yeah, if not the biggest decision.
Well, that's it. Yeah. So just to have that knowledge on what's available and what's there can help you make informed decisions for yourself.
Yeah, right. And I noticed you touch on the schools there as well. Obviously they don't teach it, and one thing that we're going to be doing as well is we've spoke to our local council, and we're going to be speaking to more, and we're going to go into the schools, maybe where you get 4th year, 5th year, 6th year pupils, and we're going to be educating them a little bit on how the whole financial world works, because it is so important and nobody teaches it, and we find that strange, because the world is run on money.
But that's it. It doesn't matter what you're doing, even like your taxes and things like that. Yeah. Absolutely, there are triangles.
Exactly.
You can do that.
Exactly. Yeah. So no, I think it's good that we'll get in there and we'll get to the schools. We'll be able to reach out to the young people and we'll be able to help them a little bit as well. And goals for Calluna. We want to really take over the west of Scotland to begin with, and then we just want to grow out from there. So we're going to be going into the east, then we'll go up north, and then hopefully we'll go down south and cross that border. And that's that. We'll see. But that's what I would like to do. I think that's it. You got to dream big. You got to think big. You know. So I think if you think big, you put a plan in place, and you action that plan out, and you work on it every single day, you'll get there. This is just one of many of a kick-off of a new era of what we're going to be doing. So yeah, I'm quite excited.
Oh no, definitely. I think it'll be good. Different kind of approach.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, O'Malley Financial Services was good. It did what it's in the tin. But this is a whole different approach. It's a whole different ballgame. We're not only going to do just one thing, we're going to be adding on different services as we grow. We're going to be offering more advice out to a bigger audience. We're going to be seen in a very different light, I think, from a lot of people. So, yeah, I'm excited. I am excited. I'm excited to offer something back. And I'm excited to see where we can take this. So, thank you very much, guys. It's been a short one, but it is our first one. So we'll be giving more out in the next month or so. We'll probably be giving at least one of these podcasts a month, and we'll put snippets in and clips in for you as well on social media. So if you do want to have a listen or a watch and learn some things about finance, or ask us any questions about finance whatsoever, please do subscribe to our channel, and yeah, we'll hopefully hear from you soon. So have a great day, guys. Thank you, Steph.
Thank you so much.
And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.